Now, in answering questions that have to do with custody, especially when it has to do with separation and divorce, people get to ask us many different questions and we try to see how we can answer them. Remember that this is not legal advice. This is just me giving you my opinion and basic knowledge regarding things generally. If you have a particular matter that needs legal, that bothers on law, find a lawyer, consult with one who will give you proper legal advice after listening to your matter. So you cannot just take what I'm saying right now and just make it legal advice for yourself. So today I want to answer the question, who gets custody during a separation, right? Now you'll be separated as a couple. You were married before, but issues came up and you have chosen to separate, right? Now, the separation may be mutual separation or desertion or judicial separation, right? The proper way is to go by the judicial way. File separation proceedings in court and get a separation order, right? But let's assume you don't even have that, but you're separated. Who gets custody? Or let's also assume you have one, a judicial separation. Who gets custody? When it comes to children, the rule is simple, right? No matter what we lawyers do in court or what may be the basis of the discussion at the social welfare office, the rule is simple: the overriding interest of the child, right? The interest of the children of that particular union, whether you were even married or you were cohabiting, right? The interest of those child supersedes and overrides every other thing. So when separation comes aboard, what usually happens is that the whosoever is on seat, whether at welfare or whosoever is the judge attending to the matter, is not going to be considering the interest of the spouses, the interest of the parents. He's going to be considering the interest of the child. Do you understand it now? So the interest of the child is paramount, overrides and supersedes all other interests. Now, by practice, most of the time, once the kids are below 5 years, custody is usually given to their mom with possibility of review in the future. But when the kids are 5 years and above, then you could have maybe a little bit of legal battle between the parents of the child. However, in all, it is always the interest of the child. The court will always ask itself one question: what decision will favor this child the most? If the decision that will favor the child the most is for the kids to be with the parents, then they will be with the parents. If it's for the kids to be with their mom, they will be with their mom. It's for the kids, if it is for the kids to be splitted between both parents, that is fine. But at the end of the day, it will always be whatsoever is the interest of the child, right? The overall, the overriding interest of the child. That one person gets custody of the children does not mean that the other person cannot get access. Usually, if one person gets school days, the other person will get holidays, right? Or sometimes if you get the custody while the person is still an infant, as they grow up, you have to come back for the review of that decision of if custody should pass, right? So that one person gets custody does not necessarily mean that the other person will not have right of visitation and right of access, unless, of course, in very extreme cases where there's insanity or one of them is a felon, right? But overriding interest of the child, once that comes in, nobody thinks about whether she slapped you, whether he hit you, whether people hate each other, people don't like each other. No. And when custody is given to one party, it does not exonerate the other of the liabilities and responsibilities and duties of a parent when it comes to tuition, when it comes to welfare, when it comes to healthcare and the rest. It is just the court saying, oh, this key is for your security and your safety. We want it to be with this person. It does not mean that this person does not also have obligations, duties, rights that are owed these kids. It does not also mean that this person will not have access to visit these kids or also be able to have these kids come over to visit, right? So that's the position, the general position of the law. Like I said, this is not legal advice. If you consult your lawyer will look at your particular case, the peculiarities of your matter and your facts, and be able to advise you more appropriately. If you need further help, you need further counsel, you need therapy, contact us through the means showing on your screen, right? And if I'm not there to attend to you, we have more than 20 other people who are willing to attend to you. My name is Earl and I'm all right. Share this, like this, subscribe, hit the notification, and most importantly, you rock.